pause for... Wait, no, it doesn't.
Welcome to the Lucky Ones podcast. I'm your host, Lucky Wood, and tonight we have an amazing show planned for you today, really hyping up some things that a lot of people have been wanting more of, and that is female matches, female super matches, female opportunities. Tonight joining me is my awesome co-host, Amanda Mad Mass Marshall. Woo! I think I said that wrong. Mad Marshall X. Yeah. Anyway, it's been a long day. Leave me alone. And the woman behind the Bomb Squad amazingness, Miss Callie Deerfield. Welcome in.
How's it going? How's it going?
Good, good. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Just busy.
Right. So we are super excited for you because you are gifting the women with an amazing opportunity over in Minnesota. And that is the Exploding Arms Fallout happening in just under a month. Tell us about that.
Oh, I'm so excited. These tournaments are just super fun. We always try to give lots of opportunity. We do our super matches. We normally only have like 5 or 6 super matches.
Over in... Sorry.
What was that? Go ahead.
Nope, that was me on the other device.
Oh, sure.
It just kicked up.
No, yeah, it's super fun though. We just try to get some super matches going before the tournament, and then we always have our novice, our kids classes, our women's classes, and then our pro classes, of course. But this tournament, I don't know, the stars aligned and all these fabulous women super matches were dropped into my hands, and I couldn't be more stoked. I'm really excited. It's going to be really great.
Yes. So we'll dive right into the first match that I heard about that I was super excited about was the match between Miss Katie Hankey and your beautiful one, Lexi. So that's going to be awesome.
Yes, we are stoked. When we first started talking to Katie on Facebook, of course,
right.
Facebook brings us all together. She is so sweet and such a baddie and very inspiring. And I'm like, man, we gotta get her out here somehow for a match with you. Like, Oregon's number 1, Minnesota's number 1. Like, let's just do this. And I hit up Katie, and she was pretty excited. I told her, I'm going to get a sponsor for this. And Minnesota Armwrestling was our sponsor. So we were super stoked. We got to fly her out. And yeah, that's going to be a really good match. I'm really excited for it.
Yeah. And we just saw Katie's coming off a pretty decent win over Shauna just a few months back. So, I'm sure she's ready to taste that W again. But Lexi had a really good show out. I believe it was Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's been killing it everywhere she goes. Wisconsin was super fun. I can't remember. She did get Shauna it wasn't at Wisconsin State, but I think it was at one of our tournaments. She got her one left-handed, and then I think Shauna got her right-handed. They always battle it out, especially in all the tournaments, and it's just a good time. Even we travel a lot with Shauna and Britt too. So like we were out in Vegas with them at the North American IFA Championship. That was super fun. Alexis didn't go to that one though. I forgot. I always forget. We go to so many. But yeah, she's really excited, and I think this will really help her like mentality, put it into perspective, like on a national ranking, like where she sits.
Definitely.
I think that's always, something that...
Well, I know last year what put Lexi on my radar was her at the East versus West tournament down in Florida, where I was just like, oh dang, she beat her. Oh dang, she beat her. Oh dang, she gave her a war.
I know. When she beat Michelle Dugan, I don't think I could have felt more ecstatic. Like, that just made everything all worth it. I think I cussed really loud too, and the camera was like right by my head. I was like, I'm so sorry. I'm just so. It was awesome.
Yes, definitely. And so, and then of course, circling back to Katie, she is, one of the only females out in her area. So she trains with a lot of the men. So I mean, she's just built up so much power.
I know.
Hey, Jolene. And just, I mean, I think she had the super match against Liz, and and that was great. It wasn't what she wanted, but it was a good judge to see, all right, this is what I need to work on, and then to then battle it out with Shauna and come out the victor there.
Yeah.
So I you ride the waves in this,
right.
and you make adjustments according to your opponent. So
yes, I am stoked. I'm just stoked for all these just matches falling into place, and then like with all those ladies having the matches, it's bringing in other ladies because it's like, holy crap, all those gals are gonna be there. Like, let's get there.
Yeah, I think I heard a birdie tell me that it was like 11 confirmed women at this point.
Okay, so I wrote them all down. I do have 11, and then I don't know. I actually have like 12, maybe 13, but I don't want to spoil a whole bunch of surprises.
No, don't worry about it. This is your show. You drive the caboose. I just wanted to make sure. But definitely. So, ladies, I know there's a lot of tournaments that we really do try to help promote because they promote women so hard and they push for women to so hard. And like women are always on our show saying, we want to compete against more ladies. We want to have bigger weight classes. We want to have more weight classes. We want to have, I want to go to a tournament and pull more than 2 other ladies. And so like, now you guys, Arizona State, Washington State, Michigan State, I'm trying to think, Winter Blast, so there's some that, we really are just like, all right, ladies, this is where you need to, and now we have Exploding Arms throwing their hat in the ring of, hey, we are literally in the middle, up north.
Yes.
Let's go. This could be the pinnacle of women's arm wrestling.
And what's Sean Hancock? We have Boom Arm Wrestling because he's been doing. He had Vegas.
Yes.
That's right.
He's
getting more payouts.
IFA.
And we said Tim Talmadge too. He does Washington State and Arizona. Yeah. Okay. So
and I would not get into either
Appreciate
one of those. Those will be on the next list for sure.
Yeah.
Vegas, we're gonna be at for sure next year. We're sponsoring that event. So that's a super great event for women to come out. There was actually quite a few women that showed up this last year. I think we had over like 430 entries.
Yep.
It was amazing. So that was super fun. And they gave out like the hotel gave out free hotel rooms at the end to like some people, like winners. They did drawings. Like it was just a great time. We had a really good time.
That's pretty awesome.
It was fun. I think it's like 6th this coming year. You guys should go.
So we got see, I was so excited for this feature. I'm not even using it. We have Jolene Clark. Hey girl, welcome in. She also said Katie trains with Sarah Latona. That is true. She does get to train with her. Got our moderator, Mr. Michael.
I thought Latona was in. No, I'm thinking of somebody else. The other Sarah. There's so many Sarahs.
Right.
Well, so there's Sarah Latoya, who's up closer to Katie, but Sarah Latanya is also in Vegas. But I know like where they meet kind of in the middle.
Okay. Because I thought, I was pretty sure they were moving to Florida soon. Yeah,
I'm gonna try to make it. Oh, nice. Yeah, Vegas sounds pretty great. I would love to go to that tournament there.
It was fun. We got our round trip and we stayed at like the Golden Nugget and we stayed for 5 days, which might have been excessive, but it was worth it. And it was only $420 for round trip tickets.
I think my first trip to Vegas was the Golden Nugget as well, and it's walking distance from everything.
Yes, so. I love it down there. It's great.
Oh, she does not. No. Katie does not train with her. Just kidding.
So Who do you train with, Katie? I thought it was a bunch of guys.
Let's see. I'm watching and trying to get in a comment here and there while in slow traffic. All right, well, be careful, homie.
Yeah.
She's just gonna use
Lucky Ones is not liable for you commenting into a fender bender for commenting on our show. We hold no responsibility.
No.
All right, well, since she's in the chat, we have to be nice. We're gonna be nice anyway. But we have Jolene D. Clark and Leah Hennessy, both ladies. Obviously I believe both are Minnesota's third left hand, and Leah is first in Ohio, right and left. And so this will be really great because Jolene is going in this with a win on Leah. And so this, the last time they pulled, is it a left-handed match or a right-handed match?
I can't remember if they're doing.
I think it's left hand.
I think it's left hand, but I don't remember if they wanted to do both or not. Some of the girls' matches are doing both.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
Chocolate Thunder.
Thank you.
Sir. Appreciate you and what you do for supporting us females on your side of the block. So can't go without saying that. And then we also have Jolene. I will come and go, but Callie has already been briefed on that. Got it.
Yeah, we're sending Jolene's daughter some prayers today. She's having some issues, so
got it.
But Jolene's actually Midwest Arm Wrestling is Jolene's whole jam, and she actually sponsored this match and got Leah out here. So yes, I got the hoodie too. I love the hood. I loved it. So I super
the hoodie will come when finances get a little bit better. But I had to get this tank because I've never had a rocker tank. I had to look up what a rocker tank was. She was like, "Girl, you're gonna love it for your muscles," and I was like, "You are not wrong."
Yeah, I love that. I'm gonna have to get one because they look nice.
Oh, yeah. This is by far one of the most comfortable. Like, I got a whole bunch of shirts from Good Puller, Sarah Latanya's thing, and this is very similar material to that. And I'm like, okay, arm wrestling world stepping up, because some of the people get those shirts, they're like cardboard. You're like, okay, I want to support you. But you can get a comfy one.
Yes. Sean is so picky. Like, we do merch too. And so we have merch for our tattoo shop also. So my husband's so picky because he's got to have it like tight on his muscles and nice pre-shrunk, and you know how it goes. So
right. Yep. I love the rocker tanks, girl. You sold me.
Good choices.
I'm on team rocker tank 100%. Well, and I usually would always get the muscle tees. When I wanted tank tops, because I don't like a razor. I don't like that razorback tank top, and so like this is like a really happy medium for me.
Yeah, super cute.
So sorry.
Oh, you're good.
We're ladies. We can talk about fashion on the arm wrestling show. It's okay.
It's arm wrestling.
All right, so back to this match. Yeah, like I said, like you know, it'll be very interesting to see if Leah makes some adjustments, you know, or if Jolene has been making some incredible waves with her powerlifting. She's had some really good show outs at the last couple tournaments that she's been to. Yeah. So this will definitely be a very interesting match in the sense of like, all right, you got one that, you know, is coming in hot off a win, but you have other one that's coming in hot off of okay, girl, that was nice for you, but now it's my turn.
Right. They're both very fierce. I'm really excited to see where it goes. I'm personally like pumped to meet Leah. We chat a lot. I love her personality on Facebook. She is like one of the most confident individuals I think I've ever chatted with. So I'm really excited to meet her.
She's easy peasy to get along with.
Yeah,
I
told her just come stay on my couch, and she's like, okay, I'll come stay on your couch. But then Jolene got her in a hotel or whatever. So, but it was, you know, I could tell she's gonna get along with everybody. It's gonna be a great time.
Right. Yeah. Welcome in, Atlantis. How you doing? Thank you for swinging by. So yeah, so I'm very, like, so far 2 amazing killer matches, super excited, and the third one is definitely living up to the same hype. Cause now have you spoken? I've heard it both ways, and I've never been able to get her on the show yet to ask her specifically, but I've heard it pronounced just Fred, and I've heard it pronounced Frede.
I think it's Frida.
See, I've never even heard somebody call her that. That's crazy.
I should have asked her today. I was so busy today. So I didn't even get on my phone until a little bit ago. So, but I think it's Frida.
Okay, Frida. All right. Let's see. Jolene had an opinion on this. Will not be Tyra Leah who plays 7th in Kentucky being on the ladies' side. Fair.
Right. Yeah. That's why we do this, so we can get fresh. I mean, they might not be fresh for the tournament, but, you know, they're going to be fresh for their supers, and it's going to be really entertaining. I'm stoked.
Right. Mm-hmm. And so, I mean, and that's something to say, too, because, ladies, if you ever wanted a pin on any of these 6 ladies, you know, they're going to be battling it out in a super match before then. So y'all show up to the tournament ready to make your moves.
Right. And we try to, like, you know, we try to put them, like, not at the very beginning, you know, like after the super matches, we try to, like, give them some time before, you know, they dive into the tournament too. Because we are doing cash payouts for, like, the pros. That includes the ladies. So I'm just hoping that, you know, I know the higher class for the ladies is big. I'm hoping we can get some lower weight class ladies too to come in. The local.
That's the first. Usually, it's like the big girls have to pull with the little girls, so that's kind of refreshing.
Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, it's gonna be great.
But I'm telling you, it's because the women of the North are built different. Because when you think about it, the Michigan State upper class is bigger both years than the lower class. Yeah. And now we have Minnesota, who I mean, you know, and they're just strong, powerful ladies that pack on that muscle.
Yeah.
Especially for that winter months. I remember I lived in Minnesota for 4 years. We don't talk about it, but those winters are brutal.
Yeah, they've been getting a little, like, last year wasn't so bad. We didn't get that much snow last year. And the year before that was not too bad, but some years it's just wild.
Right. We're basically Canadian, so we know the names automatically. Fair. Apparently, I needed to spend more time in Minnesota, apparently, to get the Canadian names down. I remember poor Maddie, I butchered her last name before I knew who she was.
That's okay. Mine's actually pronounced Kaylee, but everybody.
See, I was gonna. I went back and forth because I was like, I know it's different, and I should have asked you while we were behind stage, but I was so confident, and then I got to be confidently wrong.
You're not alone. You're not alone. It's okay. Trust me.
No, because I remember you had Lexi had told me, and I was like, all right, how's it said?
Yeah,
it said that it was. Oh well.
One thing I gotta tell. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's it. Lucky Katie thinks you and I should go pull the tournament.
Yes.
Well, that's good for Katie. It's good for Katie to think that.
This girl's gonna be financially hurting after next week, and then I jump right back into WSA. But if you don't think I want to come to Minnesota, then I mean, God, I would love to. But
and
I might have to plan that for next year.
Yes, please plan like. We have our annual Exploding Arms tournament, February 21st. It's always like the 3rd Saturday in February every single year. So that one's super fun too. That one's always a big deal.
Yeah, and I love the cold, so I wasn't born to stay here in the South, so I prefer cold weather.
I'll take you ice fishing.
Oh my shit, I would love that.
Ice fishing is fun.
Like,
I
it's
can't
just,
fish, but it is fun to ice fish and hang out. It's fun to ice fish when you can put on ice skates and go to the other side of the lake. And
Yeah.
you, like ice skate while everybody's ice fishing, and then you get together, and then you get a fire going, and it's the best.
It's a
are
good
we
time.
eating what we're catching? I don't want to be with a fisher who doesn't eat what they
Absolutely. I
catch. Okay,
catch
because
them,
that's
clean
just
'em,
weird.
cook them, all the stuffs. Yeah. I got
Nice.
your back. I'm a Minnesotan. I do all that stuff.
Love it. Ah, so February. All right, third Saturday of February.
February 21st.
Okay.
My kids are gonna make fun of me tomorrow because usually after I hang out with somebody from Minnesota, my dialect comes back a little bit. Otherwise,
Your
I mostly
O's.
just sound like I just sound like I'm from the Midwest. But
Yeah.
I love
think
accents. You Canucks, you Yodas, whatever. I love it.
Some people will be like, if when I go to Florida, they'll be like, say bag. I'm like, oh my God, stop.
well, very cool. All right, so sorry, I think we rabbit trailed a little bit there. So back to Miss Frida and Shauna Wagner's
Yeah.
match. This one I'm gonna be very interested to see. I know Frida. It was Frida called out Shauna,
Yeah.
and so
This was exciting.
Yeah.
This was fun because Shauna was like, hey, so I think that like this gal Frida Forrest from Canada wants to pull me, and I was like, yeah, let's do it at my tournament, duh. And you know, and I always try to get Shauna a super at my tournaments, and she's like, oh, I don't know, and I'm like, well, I'm just gonna ask her, like, I'll Facebook her right now. And so I messaged Frida, and I was like, hey girl, you want to come out to my October 4th tournament and pull Shauna? And she was like, dang, I do, but she had something going on. And I was like, oh, that's not a big deal. Like maybe February 21st. And she was like, yeah, maybe we can make that work. And, you know, like Shauna said, she was willing to go to Canada. She didn't give, you know, she didn't care. She was like, I'll go wherever I could pull her. And then Frida actually messaged me like 2 weeks later, and she was like, hey, can I still get that match? And I was like, what? Yes. Yes. And she was like, okay, like, I'm like, Shauna, like, before we even confirmed, I'm like, Shauna, she wants the match. Are you still cool with the match? And she's like, absolutely. Is this for real? And I was like, yes.
Oh.
Yeah, so we're super stoked.
Very cool. Very cool.
And it's a right hand match with which Shauna does not normally, like, her left is her money.
Right. And so, yeah, that changes things a little bit.
Yes.
Changes things a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know.
What's up? How you doing, Brian?
Yeah, I'm excited. It'll be a really good match.
That will be. Because the last time we saw Shauna in a super match, it was Katie left hand. And I think Shauna did a phenomenal job, you know, going against a very different style than what she's used to pulling and how she pulls.
Yeah.
And outside of the strap, we saw, you know, a lot of lanes for Shauna. And then Katie was like, we doing the strap move. And shut down those lanes.
Yeah.
So,
I'm just stoked. Yeah.
I'm excited for that because, you know, and so if it does go to the strap, you know, we'll be able to see if Shauna's strap game has stepped it up a little bit. We'll be able to see where their rights are matched up together. And so this will be an amazing match. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one. I'm pretty pumped because I know Shauna and she does not, she's just a badass. She puts in the work. She works so hard for everything. And like, I know as soon as she got told like this match was on, she was training, getting down. So, yeah. But she, you know, one thing, she normally does her research, and you know, it's hard for her to find videos on Frida. There's not a whole lot out there. So
I kind of like that sometimes when you don't know what's going on. Like I don't post anything about me. I don't post my wins. I don't post my loss. I just go pull and then support ladies and then my team, you know.
Right.
But yeah, because sometimes they think like, don't put too much shit out there. You're giving your opponent too much information.
Yeah.
You know? So,
I agree. Yeah, we got told.
I post everything. People can see anything they want of Lucky. It's totally cool.
no,
Yeah.
I'm like, there's pros and cons to it. So
Right.
again, you're posting, but you're promoting yourself and the podcast and everything with women, and vice versa when other people as individual pullers post their self because they want to be seen to get to that next level.
Right.
So there's pros and cons to everything.
Right.
And it just depends on what you are wanting in return and to give back. So
Definitely. I agree.
yeah.
Yeah. There's this tournament it'll be a pretty good one for some of these Midwest ladies. Like I know Beth Saltzman is coming in.
Oh, nice.
She's a baddie too. So I'm kind of excited to see her come and pull some of these
Because
guys.
she ended up taking first. I think it was on right at the Strongest Arm tournament for the 186 plus class.
I know she's one of
So
the
she
and I
came off a
very
big
much.
win off of Anna.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So what are the weight classes again for the ladies?
My tournaments, I just have the 2 because I normally only get 2 or 3 in the 154 class, so it's tough because
Yeah.
sometimes, I mean, our first tournament I had 16 girls. And that was great. Like that was insanely awesome to have that many, and it was split up very nicely. There was like, 7, 8 in each class, which was really awesome. And then some of the lighter girls pulled in the heavier classes too, so it made it even bigger. But our last tournament, we had a lot of the 155 plus gals, but just not enough lower class girls. So you got to put them in the other one if they want or what. I don't know. It's just so hard.
Yeah. I
We
get no,
have,
I think we always have to ask for feedback. Women, why aren't you coming? What turned you away? What do you just what?
Right.
Why
I mean,
aren't you coming back? Because
I
it could be
know.
simple. Got pregnant, got a job, moved on. Arm
Right.
wrestling's not for me.
Right. And maybe a lot of it has to do with practicing because I know it's hard to find other females to practice with.
Don't worry about it. Practice with dudes. You don't
Oh,
need a
yeah.
female to practice with. If you want to beat a female, you need to practice with a dude.
Yeah. I agree.
So
Agree.
I think that's called you're looking for a comfort zone. And if you're looking for a comfort zone, you're not going to succeed in arm wrestling because you need to pull uncomfortable all the time.
Yeah.
Because you're going to get a crap ref, you're going to get a crap load, you're never going to get the grip you want. You have to
Right.
fight for it, and again, you have to constantly pull uncomfortable. So
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I don't know. We have like sometimes we'll have a lot show up, like a lot of the same ladies show up at like the state tournament and not like the other ones that aren't state related, try
mhm.
to, keep their whatever, or maybe that's the only ones they hear about or follow. I out here, I honestly, the ladies that either pull or they're all the same. We get all the same ladies. And then of course we get Wisconsin, Illinois, North Dakota, South Dakota, because it's within driving ranges.
Yeah, I mean, like when we went to Michigan State, that was the best turnout I've seen in women.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, up north and in the middle is where to go if you want to pull women.
Yeah. Yeah. And we try to, go to everybody's that comes to ours too. We always try to get surrounding is always easier because and cheaper, if you can find somewhere to stay and whatnot. And then like Vegas was nice because it was on the cheaper side. Maybe money is like a big factor, travel and
Yes, but if we get some more viewers and subscribers and everything, who knows what Lola can do to help more women out. I
yeah.
mean, that really truly is a goal, even if it's getting the entry fee or getting a little bit of percentage towards the hotel or something like that,
Yeah.
or contributing to the payouts. So, which we don't always toot our horn, but I'm going to toot our horn. We've sponsored several events and several ladies.
Yeah.
I'm grateful for Lola and grateful for Thomas Dearborn with, cancer fucking sucks, man. Or I wouldn't be going to WAF. I would not be flying to Bulgaria next week. So shout out to that. Shout out to all the sponsors who really push a woman, individual teams, whatever, to get us to wherever we need to go and who believe in us.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. And thank you for doing this too. I mean,
and there's more in store. Like
let's go.
I'm like a go-getter. We run multiple businesses and this is like my fun one. So in the future, I've been talking about it for over a year. I want to do a ladies round robin, but I want to like spoil all the ladies and make sure they know like, okay, we want to go to Bomb Squad stuff. They took good care of us. Like, this is what we can be, like with help of like people like Lucky and Lola and Jolene. She started a GoFundMe for females, and then I always try my best with just like my business connections and stuff. Just even like you said, even if it helps with just entry fees, like entry fees can be up to $100+ for, if you're pulling both
arms.
It helps. It really does help. So like anything that I can do and Bomb Squad can do, like I'm all for it for sure.
And we can't talk about female sponsors without at least throwing out Shauna and Brittany as well too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. They do a great job of helping with payouts. They do a great job, really bringing a positive light on the female side. And
yes.
So,
they always do.
Yeah.
We are so blessed to seriously call them our friends. Like, we met them right when we started out doing arm wrestling, and we were like, okay, who are all these people in these yellow shirts, like from Wisconsin?
The finger blasters themselves.
Yeah. And man, they're people I message at midnight for advice if I need to, or like we sponsor all their stuff, they sponsor all our stuff. It just goes both ways. Like, you just take care of your people, and they are two of our very important people.
Yeah. Yeah. And if anybody out there knows of other people that we're not mentioning, please put it in the chat so we can shout out to them. We don't know everybody, so share what you know about anybody who is a huge female supporter, regardless if they sponsor or they're individual and they just constantly shout out on YouTube. Something is better than nothing.
Yep.
So
definitely.
Yeah.
So I do want to say, we had some really good pay-per-view matches through the MAC event, and they're kind of Canada has kind of become a sister of Lola, and I know Minnesota is like mini Canada, so I don't feel bad about bringing up this as a side conversation. But talk about, you had Miss Top Roll herself, Danielle Evenson, and the Hellraiser herself, and then Miss Courtney Hike, who we had on the show a couple weeks ago. And they put on some very impressive, beautiful matches.
Yeah. Danielle, I hope Danielle, she said she might be coming to the tournament. So
nice.
Yeah. If she
y'all want to feel some power, grip up with Danielle.
Exactly. I'm just like, I don't know. For me, it feels like I'm at East vs. West again, meeting everybody. Like, all these girls are coming to my tournament. I'm just so pumped. I'm like, I feel like a little kid meeting a bunch of celebrities.
Right.
It's exciting.
But it is funny too, because like they truly are celebrities of the sport, exactly. And I mean the hype that they get is well deserved and well earned, and I'm all for it.
Yeah, me too. I'm just gotta get my daughter into the spotlight a little more,
There you go. Exactly.
She showed out in Orlando. I was there, so I watched that. That was a really good showdown. There was
It
a
was,
lot of women that kind of stood out. Some
yeah,
some tiny women too now.
right. For
There were
real.
if anybody can remember, it was a tiny foreign lady. She was absolutely gorgeous, long
Yeah.
hair,
She's got,
fighting with Michelle.
yeah, on East vs. West, she's got a
Yeah.
match coming up.
Yeah, thank you. That's her.
She's a
So yeah,
baddie.
she
Baddie.
you
Her arm was
do
like this for like an hour. I
do
was
not
like,
underestimate how tiny she is,
no.
because she's a firecracker.
Yeah. And she
So
had to go against Michelle because there was nobody in her weight class because she was a 138. And so she actually, like, she didn't really have a choice. She was like, I want to pull. So I'm pretty sure that's how it went down. Don't quote me on that. But I don't think anybody else showed up for that qualifier for like smaller. And so she had to go against Michelle.
and
And
she did great.
yeah,
She did
I think she,
phenomenal.
yeah. She,
And shout out to Michelle too, because she is definitely one of those people who will pull up to if somebody else is not in that higher class so a woman can pull. She's definitely, her and James are, they are definitely a huge supporter for women.
yeah,
So I mean, like balls to the walls, big supporters. They just want to see it grow more and more.
right. Yeah. Who doesn't? Women's
Yeah.
arm wrestling, to be honest.
You
Like,
actually be surprised how many people don't want to see us grow. I mean, I hate to bring up the
So
negativity.
can we pause there? Because that's a good segue for something I need to get off my chest. I was going to make a post about it, but I didn't want to. But you know what? We're 36 minutes into the show, so if you watched this long anyway, you've already supported us. But I do not understand, and this is not directed at any one person, but I do not understand how people can complain in chats and online that there's not enough females, there's not enough this, blah, 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 but in the same breath, talk about how, oh, she shouldn't get this because she's not ready. Oh, she shouldn't get this because she's this, because she shouldn't do this, she shouldn't get that. Like, pick a lane, folks. Let's pick a lane. Hopefully you stay, let's either stay in yours or get in the right one. But please stop dogging on things that you don't see as appropriate, I guess is the best word to use in this sense. Because like if a lady is willing to put herself out there and shoot for the stars, who cares? Let her.
Yes.
yeah,
Let
go.
her.
Go.
and especially if you are somebody who complains about, oh, there's not enough ladies, we don't have women, we don't have this, blah blah
Yeah.
blah. Okay, stop scaring and brushing away the ladies we do have. Anyway.
You're not wrong. I mean,
Yeah. People,
I
yeah.
stay far away from like chats and dramas and
Yeah, you have to, because people are I'll admit, North America really doesn't, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, we do not have enough representation for East versus West type stuff. We
right.
have a few, we just have a small handful,
Yeah.
and then that handful gets shit on left and right,
Right.
and people are complaining about the open weight stuff and the hate. Like, that is not on us, fellas. Once we hit a certain weight class, which is typically 176, and you get higher, there is less.
Yeah.
So that's where the open weight comes, okay? I don't know why people need to know the weight.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's for genuine curiosity or genuine dogging. It kind of goes back and forth, but it's really not up to us. But you should actually praise somebody who is 176 going against anybody that's above 200 pounds.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
let's just call a spade a spade. Come on.
Yeah.
Pat a bitch on the back. Let's be real. If it was a guy, and I'm gonna toot right here on my teammate,
It
Hunter
would never
Knobs.
be a guy because they have weight
I'm gonna
classes.
toot on Hunter. Hunter was 154, pulls 176. He ain't scared of the weight class, and he will pull it.
Right.
but you also have to pull smart too. So when we women
Mhm.
do open weight classes, we actually are putting ourselves in more of a danger situation for heavier women pulling us. But then there's the catch, man, because some stronger women who are tinier, but they have the experience, can dominate.
Yeah.
So it's just a catch 22, guys.
Yeah.
We're trying.
Yeah.
So
We're doing
find
the best
more
we can. Leave us alone.
find more women, dude. Get your mom in arm wrestling. Age
Yeah.
has
For
no,
real.
yeah,
Get
seriously.
your
I'm
mom.
over here recruiting my freaking neighbor.
Yeah,
I'm
bring
sitting,
moms.
yeah. I'm
For
like,
real.
shit.
I've been telling all my mom friends, I'm like, hey, if you're single, just come to an arm wrestling tournament. You have to enter though, but just come. You'll have so much fun. It's
And
fun.
once you tell somebody that you are new, truthfully, the right female athlete is not going to disrespect you and flash
Yeah.
pin you and try to hurt you.
Right.
Right.
They're going to let you work.
Yeah.
Yep.
And if they don't let you work, that athlete might not be invited back to that tournament because
Hmm.
the refs are going to do it. The sponsors are going to make sure.
Yeah.
They want safe. They don't want injuries. They want more,
Yeah.
and if you want payouts, come on.
We're doing women payouts.
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, how often is that?
Are you
I
guys
So,
this is
doing
my first
first
tournament
place or are
payout.
you doing first through third?
First through third.
Nice.
Yeah.
what's the
It's
split?
my women. I can't deny them that. There's no.
No, you're fine. I just know. Well, there are some tournaments like, and
Yeah.
it's across the board, men and women who only get first place.
Yeah.
And
No,
so
we're
I wasn't saying like that at all. I was just curious
yeah.
to know how you guys ran yours.
Yeah, we're gonna. Well, this is our first time doing payouts.
Gotcha.
Because everything normally comes out of our pocket. So we're gonna make sure that everybody's taken care of. We want to start bringing in a lot of people, and so we want people to like come to one of our tournaments and be like, okay, this is ran really smoothly. It's at a nice venue. It's held by really responsible people. They had great refs. Like this is our sixth tournament, and we've never had any like arm breaks or injuries at any tournaments. We
No,
have, really good refs.
I got
So
you. Knock on wood. Doesn't happen
yeah,
Yeah. And
again.
typically payouts are going to start a little small for women because again, we don't show up. We don't not only we don't show up, we just don't show up for each other. So that's like again, women crapping on women pullers and everything. You do realize we need each other to
yeah,
succeed.
right.
So
Well, and
if you come and pull and you get that small pot and you say, "Hey, if we get more, then we get a bigger pot."
Right.
It's a bigger pot, and then someone goes, "Ooh, they got women," and the women put on a show. And
Yeah.
that's the one thing too. Men think we're boring. They want us to cat fight, but if we cat fight, then it's we're so emotional. But men dog each other and have their little shit fights, and sometimes it's staged, and y'all love it. But so, like, what do y'all want from us? Like, come on.
I mean, up here in Minnesota, all the guys are super supportive of all the women. They actually like have said many times that the women pulling up here is more entertaining than most of their matches. So I don't
I
know.
will take women UFC fighting over men because all men
Yeah.
do is sit there and lay on each other.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I would rather watch women because women want it more. That's just how
Yep.
I feel. We fight for it harder.
I think we have more to prove because we're trying to show that we are strong and we can carry our own in our own class.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we fought so hard for separation from men, but we still give a shout out and a nod to the men because if it wasn't for the men creating the sport, then we wouldn't have it for women. So, again,
Right. Yeah. I totally get it. That's, and me just I feel like I don't know. I don't know where I was going to go with that, but being like a female promoter, yeah, my husband's like a part of the team, and if it wasn't for him being in love with the sport like he is, my daughter wouldn't be a part of it. I wouldn't be a part of it. My littlest daughter, she's 7. She's like the number one little kid in Minnesota. So, none of my ladies would be involved if it wasn't for my husband either. But does he put this tournament together? No. I mean, he's like, babe, this is, he'll tell me like, hey, we should have this match. People will reach out to him, of course, and all that jazz. But like, I'm the one behind the scenes, like ordering the hoodies, getting the trophies, getting the big matches set up, doing the flyers, putting it on billboards, the stuff. So like, there's always those things, guys and gals.
So, and that's when I feel like somebody like you and Magda teaming up and putting something together, and then you take Magda, and you take Mac, because that's that area up there. Fuck.
Well,
Y'all could.
she's over in the UK.
Yeah, but she still has good input, because she has played some really good female cards. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry, I'm still in love with Angie and Petra's fight. That
Yeah.
I can watch that over and over.
Yeah.
So,
It's pretty badass.
Agreed.
yeah. So,
I think we're gonna have somebody said Martha Swick might come.
fuck, I love Martha. But it sucked getting Martha for your first freaking poll as a new person in Michigan. But to feel her hand and the respect that she gave me for fighting for my grip, I love that.
Yeah, I'm excited. And somebody else said, Shauna said that she might, or Danica Levine might come. And she's
I've
I'm
wanted
telling
to
you,
grip up
it's
with
gonna be
her. Man, I've wanted to grip up with her for a hot second. I love her.
I'm really excited. And I mean, if we have 14 gals I'm doing 60% payout for first place. I mean, that's like a nice pot for
that
first.
Is a nice pot for sure.
So I'm excited. And I'm hoping like some locals will come back because they see all the gals that are coming in. And I know I have some like newer girls that are younger, like in their early 20s, and they're in the 154 lower class. So like I'm just praying that like we can get some lower, elite ladies that can pull them and teach them some things too. Like that's the whole reason of bringing these ladies in, is to like show the gals, some new things. Like everybody can share their tips and feel each other out, and it's just nice to have all these different people from all over come in, because like Midwest just pulls all the Midwest all the time.
Yeah. And no disrespect, if you're trying to go a certain way, you're never gonna go a certain way.
Yeah, you gotta grow.
So there's pulling for fun, because you want to. So that's what I like about. So they're coming and pulling over and over because of the support and the loyalty.
Yeah,
Absolutely. But they also need fresh blood.
Yeah.
So they can see where they're going, and this also highlights them to see where they could go in other tournaments. Because we do have lower women, and I know they're down here in the South, so it'd be great if we could get them up there, So, women plan it. I think that's the best way you can do.
Drive her up there.
Yeah.
Have to throw a bag on her hand and tranquilize her, but I can do it.
Yeah.
It'd be fun.
Mm-hmm. I think that's the one thing that's harder for women and men can correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like women have to literally plan it year ahead of time and budget it more because of just how we think as mothers. Or
what's the budget?
Coupon whore over here. I cut coupons to make it places. Like I am not beneath doing.
I just wait for the alert that says you have negative 50 cents. And I'm like, oh, darn. I guess I can't arm wrestle till I get paid again. Shoot.
Yeah. So I also think sometimes if you have a significant other who's in the sport and they are pulling, I think for them to sit on the sideline and take a back seat for you to excel is really important because
Shout out to Sean.
you have to support each other.
Yeah.
So, because I'm sorry, I am not a fan of having a female round robin and then starting it off with male super matches. Unless it is some big name people and they are sponsoring it. No, I think that's a little bit of slap in the face. But I also get from a business point that you got to start somewhere and then ease into it.
I don't know.
So
I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
I just
Straight shooter, I would never do that. Like, if you want to do a male thing, do a male thing. But why are you bringing it to?
exactly again.
That's
Or
weird.
put him at the
That's
end of it.
weird.
Put it at the end of the
No,
round
you
robin.
They,
Yeah.
they don't get to come. Like,
So
that's
I'm
not
sorry.
about them.
Men need to learn to sit on the sidelines and watch the kids while we shine. That's
Which,
called
to
love.
be fair, there are plenty of men who do that.
Yes.
Yeah, my
For
husband
sure.
so supportive. He we went all the way out to Florida for that East versus West, basically for that. They called it a qualifier in the flyer that we received straight from
It was.
Eden. And my daughter took first and third place, and like Sean even kind of like he didn't even compete because he just wanted to focus on our daughter. And like that's where the focus is at. Like he loves the sport, and he was number one in Minnesota for quite some time at the 154 class. But he's like he went up in a weight class, and like it's just really fun for him. But our goal is like to get Lexi to like the stage, like the big stage, wherever that big stage may be. If we gotta fly out to Greece or whatever, like, at least
That's sacrifice. That's
Yeah.
love. That's also saying like I see potential in my kid, so I want to nurture it as much as
Yeah.
possible. So men, nurture your wife or your significant other or your sister or your family member's potential.
Is she doing either nationals next year?
We wanted to go to national. So we originally like were gonna go to nationals, but finances and work. Alexis has, we own a tattoo shop. She's a tattoo artist there, and she has another job. And there was just a lot of stuff going on last year, and we did do other tournaments that we traveled to, and we had other ones planned, and things got canceled because of previous like screw overs and all that fun drama that you deal with in the men in this sport. So so we
Gotta love it.
We pick and choose each year. Like, this is the one we're gonna go to now. Like, we really want to get to like an Arizona state or a Michigan state because they really want those like badass trophies. We'll have our own custom trophy like that very soon. So, we're just growing and learning, and it definitely helps to travel. Like, if I can say that enough, if you love this sport, you will get out and travel more than freaking 3 hours from your spot.
And you'll figure it out.
And that's also a big thing. Like, if you want to go far in female arm wrestling, you have to drive. You have to travel.
You have to chase the losses. Travis has said it the best. And I think that's another thing that I actually am going to shout out to my team. When we are talking about matches, they talk more about their losses than their wins, because their losses is what made them fight more and get hungrier and everything. So,
and they learn from it.
And it's humility. It's humbled them.
Yeah.
So, and it makes it also know, like, if I got a super match going, I know how to really work for it, who really is going to challenge me, what's worthy of accepting. So, But
Yeah.
you know, super
Definitely.
matches are kind of like weird these days for me. So, mm,
Yeah, me
mm-mm-mm.
too. I'm chasing my own lost Saturday. Fun times. Fun times.
Where was that at?
No, I haven't had it yet. It's happening in
Oh,
2 days
okay.
at Dawsonville, Georgia. So
Oh, fun. That's awesome.
yeah, it'll be cool. Dawsonville, if you're down south or within driving distance, come on out. It's Pull of the Mountains. I think this is his. I'm not even gonna guess how. It's like 4, 5, 6, 7. He's done quite a few, but
Yep.
he has payouts for the ladies, payouts for the men's class, master's class, kids classes. He's running 2 super matches, at least 2 ladies super matches that I know happen at 11. Myself and Scarlett, and then Rachel Bragg and Ashley Butler. So
Cool.
I'm looking forward to that. So I don't know. I know he talked about getting men's matches. I don't know if that happened. I hadn't seen any posters yet, but I'm also not really on Facebook. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
And
have a lot of,
sometimes you got to take a break.
yeah. It's nice to take a break. I can't take a break, but I envy you. I wish I have like 12 pages, I swear.
Right. Yeah, no, I just was like, here, admin this for me. I'm out.
But don't you guys actually do some catering, like some baking stuff
See,
too?
we're
Yeah.
I
gonna
had to
talk
quit
about that
following you
because
because
Lucky is
I was
fasting
gaining
right
weight.
now, and my
Yeah.
stomach literally just growled. And if I do not make weight this weekend, it's her fault because I looked at her story
Yeah.
on Instagram and
Oh my God.
smelled the delicious sugar caramelization, and I
All
was
the
like,
stuff.
this
Ugh.
girl.
And every
Like,
person with their sourdough bread baking, like, I hate
yeah,
you all.
I do all that. Well, I used to own a bakery and I actually closed my like store front. So now I just do it out of my house. But this weekend I have an event coming up and there's going to be over 150,000 people coming to this event. And it's like
Ooh.
600 vendors. So literally I've been making custom candy bars for like 7 days straight for like 13 hours a day. This is my break.
Are you making protein ones? Are you doing something to help supplement the arm wrestling
Right.
community instead
Hey,
of
get
us
really close. Have
bulking?
your eyes crystallized from all the
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like
So
peeling sugar off my skin like chocolate.
I'm going to be honest with you. All I'm hearing is if I come to a tournament, I have the chance to be fed and inked and then pull. I
Yeah.
mean, that's a kind of win-win. And what, wait, money might be there too to
Right.
turn
Like,
around and pay for my tattoo.
yeah, it's gonna be, and our tattoo shop is only like 5 miles down the street from where the venue is.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice.
It's gonna be awesome.
I got to
Phenomenal.
rethink 2026.
Yes. I mean, just keep in mind, like in Minnesota, the bomb squad, we do 2 tournaments. Like we try to do them every 6 months ish. And then Ryan Holberg, he kind of does the Minnesota arm wrestling, and he does like a round robin like every like in between there, and then he also does like our state. Well, he just did it for the first year, so
Nice.
yeah, we try to keep it busy out here between that, and then we try to work around like Wisconsin dates so that we can all go to each.
Decent promoter too. Like he does a nice job.
Yeah, he does, and he's like started like about when we started doing all that stuff, because the person that was running the stuff in Minnesota, he just like whatever. We don't talk about him. So
Yeah.
yeah.
He's
So
literally the man beyond the core curtain.
yeah. Yeah. Who?
Well, right. Well, and I think it's nice too when, because I mean, you're obviously a very, strong promoter, and Ryan's a very strong promoter, and you guys run 2 very, very solid events between 4 solid events between the 2 of you. And
Yeah.
so it's nice when you can, yes, you're in the same state, but other promoters could learn from this, that even though you're in the same state as somebody, it doesn't mean you have to go stepping on their toes or
Yeah.
trying to putting like, I'm gonna make everybody come to my event. No, I'm gonna have everybody come to my event. Like, space it out nicely
Yeah.
so people have a plethora of options, and then everybody's happy.
Well,
Right.
I also think that's the problem too, is sometimes there's too many options, which steps on toes, so you can't get the numbers you're looking for.
Right.
So I think it would be good to have some of those conversations with fellow promoters
Yeah.
going, listen, we really want to push females. You get females and we get females too. How do we not screw each other over, but bring the best that we can? And like, again, incentives. Because let's be honest with you, men are going to go to a thing with, where the money's at.
Yeah.
So, and we've got women, our top women, and again, single moms. So we kind of need the money.
Yeah.
So if you've got that woman that's out there training, who's that single parent or whatever, and you want to get them there, push for them, help
Yeah.
them find the sponsorship too. They can only do so much, but we all have to help each other out,
Right.
but
Definitely.
women who aren't doing the work are not going to stand out as much. So if
Yeah. If
you're
you don't
looking
want
for,
it, you're not gonna
yeah,
get it.
so if you're getting hobby pullers, not a problem. All
Right.
pullers are welcome. But if you
Yeah.
want to do your round robin event, you really want to seek out the top and try to be like, all right, I really want to make this work. Who are the top 5 out of East Coast, West Coast, down south, all that stuff?
Hmm.
You're gonna have to pill 5 so you can at least, because somebody might not be able to come,
Right.
you know, and then you got to really work on the sponsorship that whole year.
Right.
Right? Because you
Yeah.
can't throw a tournament without sponsorship. You can't offer the money if the money's not there. So that's why I think round robins and huge supporting events that offer large money, it takes a year or so to get
Yeah.
that crap together,
Right.
because sponsors also are going to fall through,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. That's
So,
why I wanna. That's why I've been talking about it for so long, because just keep talking about it, it'll come to life. And like,
Exactly.
I want to make sure that when I do this, it's just not like anything that anybody's ever done. It's at like a badass event spot that gets the right like highlighted footage, the right pictures, the right everything, because people like the ladies need to be highlighted and pushed out there. Like everything
yeah.
be good.
And I would love to pull a poll of what men, yes, men and then women, what men really think is missing out of watching us pull. Because if you want the catty drama for this show, I'm fine with doing some talking shit, to get
You
it
can
going. But at the end of the day, I respect my opponent no matter what.
does like do
Well, a
do
few.
you do you feel like men like talk crap on women arm wrestling? Is that why?
Oh man, dude, let me tell you right now, not Jolene, Jocelyn, my girl Jocelyn is getting shit on so much because they think she's arrogant. But I think she's a woman who is fighting to prove herself, and she's just rubbing everybody different. But that's not
But
her
like, who's
problem to think.
they? Like, are these men like big
These
in
are
the
men, like,
sport?
if you go in the East versus West chat, it's just Jolene is not Jolene, shit. Jocelyn is just, it's, I don't know. Like, I love her RBF. She's got hands down some serious RBF. But what kind of game face are you thinking we're supposed to put on? You want us to come up there with like lollipops, singing and dancing, and then wait, we're not taking it serious enough? But if we come in there and we're looking like a bee, then it's, oh, she thinks her shit don't stink. Like, for women, I'm sorry, we can't win. So if you
I don't
want us
know.
to put, I
I don't
think,
let any guy talk. I don't even care what other people think.
yeah.
Like, if
So,
they
but I
talk
Right,
think
about it,
that's,
it's a good
and
thing.
that's fair, and like I feel like there's a lot of women who are confident who don't care, and that's
Yeah.
amazing. But
but
unfortunately,
I,
because I feel like that stuff does get read and that stuff does get said,
Yeah.
that plays a part because they are consumers.
Right.
These are the men that are consuming the product. So now we have to change the product that we're putting out, because if we keep putting out the same, like, and
Right.
people are complaining about it, then it's not going to work. And so, like, I just feel like if women arm wrestling isn't your thing, then it's not your thing, and move on with your life. But
Right.
don't like, one, I think the supporters of the women need to be louder than the
Yeah.
complainers. Because obviously people who aren't saying anything, you're not helping. If you're not saying anything, you're not helping. And then
Yeah.
two, if it's not your thing, the whole world doesn't need to know on 8 different podcasts and on the East versus West site that women's arm wrestling is not your thing. We don't care.
Yeah. Right.
And
And
so,
like, why would you even keep bringing it up like that? Like, that's weird in its own sense. Like, why are you? It's your sport too. We share the same sport. Why would you bash somebody doing the sport different than you? Like, go over it. I don't
But
know.
I'm seeing the hate is more towards North American women than it is towards other country, Brazil, Sweden, because let's be real, my Sweden girls, I love them so much. Aggressive,
Yeah.
dominant. Because I think there's that lack of respect too from our own country that we're seen as hobby pullers. Other countries, this is like Olympic style stuff. Their
Yeah.
country is supporting them, is sponsoring them.
Yeah.
So
And they
when
bring it in schools and stuff out there.
exactly.
Yeah.
So, we North American women, we're getting shit on right out the door. So if we're aggressive and then it's just like we're cocky, we're arrogant, well, I want to be confident, but yet I'm humbled. But if my time comes and I show up and show out, I'm screaming and cussing because it's going to be my effing day, and I want to see that from women. Jolene, not Jolene, shit, every time. Jocelyn walks on the stage trying to hype it up. She's trying, for the shout out for the women. She is competing against people who have 30 plus years in the experience, and she's only got 5 years in, and she made an amazing point. So some people don't think she deserved that match with Gabby, but who is she supposed to pull in between?
I thought
Is
she
she
just
supposed Yeah, is she supposed to come pull the 154 ladies? No.
no.
So she is challenging herself, and she's going to WAF, and she's gonna find the other women outside the country. So she's doing her best and putting her best foot, forward. And again, it's just when it's not good enough for the men. Come on,
I don't
guys,
know.
suck it.
I think they just are complainers. Like, like they just sound like big whiny babies. Let them complain. Her name's still in their mouth, and she's honestly, I
Exactly.
feel like a lot of them are probably jealous because of as far as she's come so quickly and how young she is, and she lives a really incredible life, and to be top tier like she is at such a young age and so quickly, I could see how some of those guys that might have took a really long time to get where they're at could be a little salty and might take it out on her. It's not right by any means, but I think Jocelyn's the type of gal that probably doesn't give it.
And I think that's, again, I love it because we're in a time where everybody's opinion seems to hold weight, and we care so much about it, and we're in this cancel culture thing, so you don't want to get canceled for what you say, but the bottom line is people also love people who go, I don't care. Devin's one of the people. He don't
Yeah.
care.
And he's one of the coolest people I met out of everybody at East vs. West. Like he's one of the, like, probably, like, a big showboater and all the stuff we see on all the stuff, But if you actually like talk to him and his wife, like they're actually really nice.
Mm.
Oh, okay, you got a different.
No. I think you also have to realize they are trying to make money for arm wrestling. So mm, you're gonna have somebody who sells a personality that's loved and hated. But
Yeah,
guess what? It's still making money, which is growing the sport.
yeah,
So, and one person can be two different things. I could be a B to you, but sweet as heck to Lucky. And both might be accurate, you
yeah.
know?
I agree. It
So,
all depends on who you are.
Right.
So
and the interaction you have with that person.
yeah.
So, you know,
So I almost called you the wrong name again. So who is kind of your like? I mean, obviously Lexi. So we'll take Lexi, your favorite female arm wrestler, hands down.
Yeah.
Who else do you really like to watch? What promotions do you really enjoy? Like, especially as a promoter, I would love to know your input.
You know,
Because you come different way.
I love following Jocelyn. I love following Jocelyn. I love following Gabby, Sarah, Sarah Backman. I personally I like following Michelle Dugan too. I love watching like all her stuff, old and new, all of it. It's inspiring. She's just amazing. Two of my other faves are Camille Palmer and Stephanie Spencer. I like following them. I met them out in Vegas finally after being, Facebook friends forever, and everybody's just so nice. I mean, I get along with pretty much everybody. It takes a pretty big like personality not to get along with me. I mean, it would take a lot for me not to like somebody. So it's pretty easy for me to get along with people, but like those are the people that I follow and I try to like network with and just like build actual relationships with people that are inspiring women and are like real. Like I
Right.
feel like those names are, I've met them, I've gotten genuine advice from them, I've talked to them behind the scenes of like whatever it is we're doing, and they've reached out about real life stuff that I'm doing, not just arm wrestling. So that also, that just helps when you have like a personal relationship outside of the arm wrestling world too.
Definitely.
But yeah, of course Lexi's my number one. She'll
Of
always,
course.
mm-mm.
she's great.
Yeah, we're
And
hoping to really see her on that big stage for sure. And I think that, she's definitely headed there.
Yeah.
She's younger too, so I mean she has plenty of time to
Yeah.
really work at it.
Yeah, she trains out like 4 to 5 times a week. I mean, that's just like her lifting. Like we do a lot of lifting and working out, and she also does tons and tons of training. Like right next to me, I know you can't see it, but like we have a whole gym of all kinds of strappies and pulleys and all kinds of stuff. So she's definitely motivated for it and wants it. And all the people up here that she practices with, whether that we have 2 different spots that they're always practicing at, and everybody is just so supportive. Like all the guys, she's normally the only gal besides like Jolene or whatever that goes to practice, but it's hard to get Jolene up here too because we're a couple hours apart.
Right.
But she's always getting good advice and good workouts with the dudes, and that most of them she'll take out. So they're like, I don't know, man, be nice to me today. So it's good though. She gets worked out, so it's nice.
So who's
yeah,
after Katie? Who we chasing after Katie?
Man, I don't know because they're all gonna be there. She did want to pull Leah if Katie couldn't come, but now they're both gonna be there, and then having Frida come is eat like a triple cherry on top. So she's gonna just be waxing out all these gals. I mean, she took on Beth Saltzman,
Mm-hmm.
and Beth just took her out. Like Beth is a monster and
Yep.
a baddie. I mean, I think she took third at Worlds.
Yeah.
Like she's just a baddie. And my daughter wanted to, she's like, I want to try her.
Right.
And She did. She put in all her.
You have to get your feet wet. You have to know that next level to achieve that next level.
Yeah. Why do you not want to feel that power and then be
Right.
like, this is how I have to go back and train?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Why do
you
you
know,
not want to idolize that woman who's stronger than you that can pass on so much knowledge? And
right.
you can surpass them if you'd like, or
Yeah.
just go your different way and have your different form, of pulling.
Yeah.
So,
Absolutely.
I am manifesting a MAC event, Sarah Wilson versus Lexi Deerfield next year. I'm gonna manifest that because that would be
might happen. Never know. I got a lot
I
of
am
up my sleeve.
manifesting getting rid of open weight class for women.
So is that like as you for open? You mean like just open one weight class for like the whole tournament for women?
Well, prime example, like we'll go back to Jocelyn and Gabby. That's an open weight class.
Oh, because they didn't have a cap.
Well, yeah. Well, again, Sarah pulled Jocelyn in an open weight class because Sarah is a veteran and she knows that sometimes women in a higher weight, there's nobody else for them to pull, so they have to pull a seasoned person, So to me, Sarah is your gatekeeper to getting you on the stage sometimes because she'll pull anybody.
Right.
But I think if we want to see legit, I want to say fair, but as even as possible, yeah, we need to have the proper weight classes. If not, then it needs to be free range and so be it. So there are the women out there. If you're not getting them from North America, please get them from other countries so we can see them. India has a lot of women pullers.
Cool.
Okay. Brazil has a lot of women pullers. Canada has a lot of women pullers. There are some of our thicker ladies that can dominate. So bring them. Let's make the playing field a little more even because I'm sorry. I don't want to see a one side dominated show.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
So
That's fine.
and that makes rankings more realistic and practical.
Yeah. I know I have
So
a hard time with I have a hard time with like the rankings, like some of the rankings.
don't even get us started about one over here.
Yeah. I won't because I'm so tired and I have to get up really early in the morning.
So.
Yeah. This is what my mother used to refer to as her witching hour. Like if the kids are not in bed, she has no control over what happens at this point. So this is why you have a bedtime.
I know, and I gotta go tuck mine in so they can go to school in the morning and I can be alone for a little bit and make more candy bars.
Jolene, as a component of female arm wrestling, I will say that Chetna is number one female arm wrestler in India. She is not Ryan's fiance. Ryan is her fiance. We are females first, and we don't need no man to validate our successes. So. Chetna's been on the show twice now, and each time I just fall in love with her.
She's awesome.
She's absolutely incredible. So, thank you so much for coming on and hanging out with us tonight.
Thanks for having me.
Again, make sure you head on over to the Exploding Arms, the Fallout tournament. And I think I just have an outdated poster. My apologies, but women's class are going to be too. You're splitting at 154, correct?
Yeah, I was trying to read it.
Yeah, it says women's open, so.
Yeah, because sometimes it depends on who's going to be there, and we don't want people to bitch about it.
Exactly. So, if no 154 ladies show up, y'all pulling open. But if I know
there will be at least 3.
Well, there you go. There
will be at least 3, so that's good. But I would like at least 8.
There you go.
That would be nice.
So 5 ladies, get it together, show up, show out, enjoy. She has a stacked roster. Go back, check out the beginning where we talked about some of the incredible super matches. Y'all, usually, there you go. Usually for super matches, because a lot of these ladies, I think all 5 out of the 6 have literally been on this show. So we usually don't pick sides, and we try to support. But even looking at these, I think I have one that I can say, okay, I think she has it. And then, but even that, I'm like, ooh, that seed of doubt. So that's when you know it's going to be an incredible match when you look at the card and go, but, ooh, but.
Yeah, I just don't know.
Exactly.
For sure.
So Jolene says good night to us. Adios, friends. And Out of Tune, thank you, sir. We appreciate you and all your support of the females in arm wrestling. And check out the Fallout October 4th over in Minnesota.
Yep, at Ham Lake, Minnesota, at Max Bar and Grill, right off Highway 65.
There you go. All the information. Ooh, 65. That's easy. Y'all, if y'all in Chicago, hop on 65, drive on up. Dang.
Yeah, just come
That's
on.
easy.
Yes.
Very cool.
It'll be fun. Thank you, ladies, so much. I appreciate you guys.
Oh, love talking to you.
Yeah, you guys have a wonderful weekend.
You guys, you too.
Thank you.
See ya.